It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing, looking to make amends tonight. The Hawks roster, you got some really good players, but no real superstars. The success they've had, kind of a product of the coaching staff getting the most out of their talent, Shaq.
It's always team first with the Hawks, and that shows on the stat sheet. They don't have to run offense to any one player, and that makes them one of the most consistent teams. They win a lot of games, and they are no flukes.
Well, listen, I'm a Hawks fan, and a lot of people will say there was a fluke last year. I'm going to go on record that wasn't a fluke. I am a fan of the Hawks, and I am not afraid to admit it.
Very nice.
All right.
All right.
Now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan.
Is that a hawk or a chicken?
Chicken.
Yes, a chalk.
Oh, a chalk.
Coming to you tonight from the Mile High City, downtown Denver, Colorado. A hive of activity as always. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We are in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, live at the Pepsi Center, the home of the Nuggets. And, of course, Roy Hibbert. With him gone, we'll see how they get along.
And, Kevin, he was an important player for him, I think more than people give him credit for. And that's not to say the trade was a mistake, but this is a guy they'll miss.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, the Atlanta Hawks continue to build a team-first culture. Mike Budenholzer talked about how the players believe in each other and enjoy playing together. You hear it from the players themselves. They hold each other in high esteem, they play unselfishly, and they're having fun doing it. They're still called Spurs East, and you can see why, Kevin.
All about winning together, David. Thank you. And this is where you start to see the wear and tear of the season tickets toll, Brent. Players start getting tired legs, and little injuries begin to crop up.
And this is where opportunities for guys who are a little bit deeper on the bench may crop up. And so the coach's job is to make sure that their confidence is there, that they're ready to go, and when called upon as a player, you're ready to deliver.
That's a good answer. So Atlanta will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Hawks, Schroeder and Bazemore pair up at the point and off-guard spots. Trent's out there with Miles Plumlee. And it's Dedmon in at the 5 spot. Martin with it. Jokic a screen. With the floater, Prince with the defensive effort. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Clippers.
What a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
It was a big, big night for their bench, no doubt about it. When the backups were called on, they were ready. They never missed a beat with the second unit on the floor.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Barton. He feeds it to Millsap. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And once Millsap gets the ball in the mid-range area, it's usually a good thing.
Nuggets on D. Here's the screen. Schroeder kicks to Plumlee. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Kenneth Faried. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And the first one at the line is good. And you think about the Nuggets over the years, a lot of great wing players, Brent, for this franchise. Current roster is very heavy with wing players right now, but they've had stars like Melo and Iguodala in the recent past.
Yeah, historically, the Nuggets have had some great small forwards. Think about Alex English playing in the 80s, probably the best Nugget of all time, and David Thompson, another great Nugget from the past.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And the East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
That adds a little extra emphasis to this first matchup, in my opinion, with each team wanting to grab the win and have a chance to sweep the season series the next time they see each other.
And Atlanta has possession. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Schroeder dishes to Dedmon. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. Moutier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Kicks to Bazemore. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Millsap. And there's the feed to Moutier. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Off the left rim and out.
Fantastic team defensive effort there. They made him uncomfortable taking that inside look, and it showed in the release.
Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Moutier pass to Barton. Back to Moutier. Jokic a screen. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Barton's got his first points of the game.
Smart play there from Barton to establish himself on the inside to convert.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. To the middle, here's Dedmon. Some solid defense from Fareed.
And they've had some good looks, but can't seem to get it going here. 1 for 5, tough way to start it.
Barton kicks to Moutier. Fareed, a screen on Schroeder. Moutier. Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Now here's Barton. He's covered by Bazemore. Barton passes to Jokic. Now here's Moutier. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Schroeder kicks to Prince. There's the pass to Plumlee. The dish to Bazemore. Plumlee with the screen. Pass to Prince. There's a screen. Here's Schroeder. Misses the 3.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Moutier dishes to Barton. Denver the rebound. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Bazemore, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Screen by Fareed. Barton wide open. He fires. The offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Now here's Schroeder, defended by Moutier. Unable to get that one. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Will Barton catches the ball. A great job of squaring up, and the defense better be aware of him there.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Well, Will the Thrill Barton is improved, and I'll tell you why, Kevin. He put the time in working and working tirelessly on that shot. Became a legitimate three-point threat from the wing and saw his point totals soar.
Now here's Millsap. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. And here's Bazemore. 11 points last game. Barton with some nice D. Thinking about Barton now with his ability, Brent, to stretch a defense, it opens up a lot of lanes for himself and his teammates.
Well, he's always known how to attack the rim, and now it's about his decision-making to do one of two things: get in there or stop short for the pull-up jumper. He's showing that now.
Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bazemore. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really, it's hard to guard a guy like Bazemore because of how high he can get up. His athleticism is just boundless.
For Atlanta, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The free throw dropped for Bazemore. Brent, I know you're interested in coaching. You've been approached by several teams in the league. You see some coaches who like to do platoon substitutions, others who prefer to stagger minutes and blend starters with reserves. Put on your coach's hat here for a second. How would you approach that?
Well, I think it has to do with who you have on your team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to say I'll be a platooning coach no matter who it is that I have, because your first 5 may be good and your second 5 may be like the guys I play open gym with, and you don't want those guys in the game. So I'm always in favor of keeping one of your main stars on the floor as a conduit and the guy who can keep the rhythm of the offense going, help guys out, establish some confidence, and then swapping those guys out. And then obviously in crunch time, you're putting your best 5 on the floor to go at another team. But a lot of coaches have differing views on that. I love the fact that you can platoon guys. I'm not liking the wholesale
5 for 5.
5 for 5 shift change. We won't do that.
Okay. The Nuggets leading by 4. Now Moutier, he's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Millsap slams it in.
Well, once Millsap sees he has an opening, he lays the hammer down on that drive.
Schroeder with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Harris. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. That's short off the rim.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
Now here's Moutier. Millsap goes back up. That shot no good. Prince with the defensive effort.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Schroeder can be very persistent when he drives to the hole, which is why the D decided to let him pull up for that shot.
Basket counts. Fareed's got his first basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
You just don't want to get to a point where you're forcing too much, not just letting the opportunities come within the flow of your offense.
And one thing about Fareed is that even though his numbers have mostly leveled off in his career, his impact, Brent, on the floor is always greater than it shows on the stat sheet.
So he's a good example of a guy who doesn't show up in the box score because of what the energy and pressure bring to the game. His ability to come up with huge dunks, huge rebounds, big hustle plays, take a charge. That impacts the positivity of the Denver Nuggets.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Jokic. Arthur comes in for Kenneth Faried. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Nelson is subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Bellinelli, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Muscala, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right, once he gets his hands on the miss. Here's Nelson after the basket by Atlanta. Passes it to Lyles. Humphries with the steal. Here's Bellinelli. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Arthur.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Oh, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Free throw, no good for Bellinelli. And the Hawks, Brent, going with the brand revamp, throwback logo, new uniforms. How do you like the new look?
Yeah, they're not bad. I don't like when they mismatch the jerseys, Kevin. You know, they'll do the red on the bottom with the charcoal gray on top. I get a little bit confused. I'm more of a traditionalist that way, but we haven't seen a lot of neon in the NBA, but the Hawks bringing it in. And I also, Kevin, like the way that some of the franchises recently have gone to the new almost soccer circular logo. So I like the way Atlanta has situated themselves with that sort of styling.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. Well, you played all the backcourt positions, including shooting guard. Some have said the talent level at the two guard has fallen off a bit of late. Would you agree with that?
I think it's been an interesting shift, Kevin, in the NBA with regards to the scoring point guard and how much there are guards in our league who initiate offense not with the pass, but more with their ability to get to the rim, eventually get to the foul line, their ability to score the basketball and run pick and roll offenses. And with how quick teams are playing, maybe there are fewer opportunities for shooting guards to get the ball in positions where they can score.
But two guards have got to handle the ball. We're seeing that more and more. That versatility is important for teams.
No question about it. A lot of coaches are looking for complementary two guards or small forwards out there that can get to the right spots and then make the next play. After your point guard draws defense, can the next man on your team be just as effective with his pass, with his scoring? Then you got a combination that can do some damage.
And he dunks it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
And not many players at that position, as explosive as he is in a close game, just rose up to the challenge.
Humphries with a screen on Nelson. Feeds to Humphries. That shot misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Lyles. Out to Chandler. To the inside. Tries again. Almost, but it rolls out.
You could tell he kind of rushed the release there, which is probably the biggest reason why he clanked that one off the rim.
Chandler with the rebound. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, about as inept an offensive performance as they're capable of giving, just stale at that end of the floor when it came to their ideas and their execution.
They recover it, and it's good. 2 points. Arthur's got his second basket of the night. The Hawks trail by 8. Dishes it to Muscala. Pass to Bellinelli. Delaney. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Nelson, the pass to Lyles. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And where the shot's been coming from tonight, here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for the Hawks.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper 3-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
The Hawks trail by 6. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Delaney, guarded by Nelson, kicks to Muscala. 6 to shoot. Here's Babbitt. He's guarded by Chandler. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. The Nuggets leading by 4. Nelson outside. Misses the 3.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Delaney, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
Smooth stroke at the line. He shows that time and time again.
Here's Chandler. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Like a guy delivering ice, a very cool customer there. He knew the clock was winding down, but hit it as though there was no other shot.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Control the glass, and you control the pace, and you get those extra possessions, which are huge.
Denver leading by 4.
Well, Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer, his players will tell you, does a great job of being inclusive, making everybody from the stars to the reserves feel like they matter. He's establishing a collective trust. It makes a difference on the court. You can see the communication between staff and player.
We've got Wilson Chandler. Jokic is out there with Arthur. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Nelson in at the point guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kenneth Faried, and call him Kenneth. He gets mad when you say Ken. He's the manimal, one of the best rebounders in the league. He plays with a tremendous motor. But Faried said, I never looked at myself as just an energy player. I just have a lot more passion than other people in the league. And I play hard. I have talent and passion. Kevin?
A key player for Team USA gold medal in 2014. Thanks, D.A. And that one misses. I heard Coach Bud holds team dinners. Brent, he calls it breaking bread, trying to create that feeling of community, trying to bond the team together.
Well, you always want to feel like the coach is doing more than just coaching you, that the part of the job for him is caring about what's going on. There's also a great sense of open door policy that if you want to go in and talk to your coach, he's available whenever and wherever to do that. So all of that sense of community and camaraderie, that comes through in Atlanta. That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
The Hawks trail by 4. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Nelson with the steal. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Moutier in for Nelson. And a change for the Hawks. Plumlee is checked in for Chris Humphries. Inside, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Precision pass from Moutier to get his teammate a good look there.
The Hawks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Schroeder dishes to Plumlee. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
Back to Moutier. To the middle. And that one's good. Jokic. And now an 8-point Nugget lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Schroeder passes to Dedmon. And fouled hard that time. No, get to the line and shoot 2. Shooting so vital in today's game, Brent. Ironically, the shooting guard position has been in somewhat of a stagnant position, perhaps.
Well, I think because of the way that the point guards in the league right now, Kevin, have dominated most of the offenses, not only in terms of their scoring, but in terms of time of possession. John Wall, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. I mean, you watch a lot of those games, and for most of the game, they've got the pill, and they've got to make the decisions. Shooting guards like Klay Thompson don't come around all that much, but he's finding ways to still put his imprint on the game. Well, the Denver Nuggets franchise still mining for their first NBA title. Have had some very good teams, but have yet to make it to the finals. They did make it to the ABA finals back in '76. Still, these fans have yet to have a team win the West.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Nuggets and their lack of making it to the finals. The team has been in the NBA since 1977, Brent. They've had some great teams, though, along the way.
Yeah, the Nuggets have not had tremendous team success, and you have to look back recently at the mellow years with Chauncey Billups and even Allen Iverson on those squads. And back in the 80s with Alex English and Kiki Vandeweghe and Dan Issel. Still a team starved for success.
Now the feed to Moutier. He kicks to Barton. Five to shoot. Outside Millsap. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Hawks trail by 8. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Millsap with the steal. Now here's Fareed, the fast break opportunity. Millsap. Great positioning on the putback.
I like seeing Millsap there going hard for the offensive glass and then getting the easy putback.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, you have to talk about Paul Millsap with glowing remarks to his skill set. He's one of the most skilled power forwards the NBA has, and you look up and down the stat sheet, he'll do it all. He'll block and steal and rebound and have assists. And oh, by the way, now able to stretch the floor out as a three-point shooter.
And Millsap, since moving to the Eastern Conference, Brent, finally enjoying the recognition he deserves.
Yeah, a multiple-time All-Star, and he just keeps getting better. Even as he enters his 30s, Paul Millsap puts up impressive statistics.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Barton. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
The Hawks trail by 10. Schroeder kicks to Prince. He dishes it to Dedmon. Jokic with the steal. Outside Millsap. And stolen by Prince. He feeds it to Plumlee. And nothing but hair on that one.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
The Hawks shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Dedmon kicks it over to Schroeder. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
And you see that blonde streak for Dennis Schroeder? His mother used to run a hair salon. She wanted Dennis to dye his hair blonde. Instead, he did just that spot.
Well, it's become a bit of his trademark, Kevin, and during the 15-16 NBA season, even had his number 17 emblazoned in gold back there. So it's not the only thing right now that's setting him apart. There aren't many German players in the NBA. Of course, we think of Dirk Nowitzki first, but Schroeder coming along nicely.
Now here's Barton. 5 points in the game. Millsap left side. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 4 on the clock. Shoots it. Misses off the right iron.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Prince kicks it over to Schroeder. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Back to Schroeder. And there's the pass to Prince. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Bazemore. Here's Plumlee. Rebound by the Nuggets. Fareed's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Millsap dishes to Moutier. 3-pointer. Barton. Barton missing again. The Hawks trail by 7. Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Bazemore gets the bucket.
That's just tremendous focus and concentration by Bazemore, getting the ball off the pass and releasing it quickly before the D is even set.
Jokic with the screen on Schroeder. And it's sent back by Plumlee. But they get it back. Poked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Paul Millsap fourth.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3.
And in this quarter, they just haven't had the success from beyond the arc that they began the game with.
The Hawks trail by 4. Knocks it loose. Plumlee, the pass to Dedmon. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
Here's Jokic. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Jokic has got 10 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Schroeder. He has 5. There's the pick. There's the dish to Bazemore. A second chance effort. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And a look here at the shot chart.
And you look at the chart, and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the 3 to score, but they have seen what the defense has given them and taken every open look they found.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. And the Hawks 2 seasons ago storming to 60 wins And Brent, the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and along the way, a franchise best 19-game winning streak.
Well, how amazing was that month of January where they played perfect basketball. The starting 5, they were all named co-players of the month. That was a first in league history. Also the franchise's first time to the conference finals in that season, but after getting swept, you know they still have some work to do.
Millsap with it, guarded now by Prince.
Come to me, come to me.
Here's Jokic, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
You watch Jokic play, and you can see why so many are high on his ability to be a star someday. Brent has all the tools, is a legit 7-footer, and he moves with such ease.
Yeah, Jokic has a nice face-up game and has lateral movement as a big, which is quite impressive. Sense of spacing with his passing is pretty good. His timing on defense is good. Be interesting to see how he develops in the next couple seasons.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Lyle comes in for Fareed, and it's Gary Harris in for Will Barton.
Not your typical big man free throws there. He's lights out.
Here's Delaney.
Well, you hear coaches talk often about the power of 5 and how a team can become greater than the sum of its parts, and there's no doubt that the Atlanta Hawks show and exemplify exactly that. High character, unselfish players, a team with no real superstars, but they certainly play the game the right way.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Denver leading by 4. Now Moutier. Pass to Millsap. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And some have wondered whether the Hawks have what it takes to win big, Brent, without a true superstar.
Well, they don't have one, Kevin, but I think they've put themselves in position to land one. They don't have any bad contracts. It's a team that's made the playoffs each of the last 9 seasons, and with Coach Budenholzer's recent success, I think some players may be invited to come and participate in that system.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap. The Nuggets making a switch here. Arthur's checked in. Chris Humphries has checked in for Atlanta. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And you look at the advanced numbers. Very quietly, Paul Millsap is one of the most effective rim protectors in the league.
Yeah, I think that's pretty impressive, Kevin, and it speaks to not just the physical abilities of a player, but mentally being able to read what it is that offenses are doing and step into the right position. He's only 6'6" in socks, but when you take into account that wingspan, he can be effective down low.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Well, it's been talked about to death the way the altitude in Denver can wear out the visiting team. With that said, Brent, for the first time in a while, the Nuggets haven't been playing at a very high pace.
I don't think that's the cup of tea for this current coaching staff, the way they've assembled things. And you wonder if not playing at a high pace doesn't make the most of a built-in home court advantage at altitude. But really, it's about your personnel. They have some plotting bigs and some young guards that need to develop. Why speed that up?
And Atlanta has possession, trailing by 4. Muscala. It's hauled in by Lyle. The Nuggets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Chandler kicks to Nelson. Back to Chandler. From downtown. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Babbitt dishes to Bellinelli. Passes to Muscala. Humphries kicks to Babbitt. Here's Delaney. That's off target. Not sure why he took that one. The Nuggets leading by 4. Harris with it. Nelson outside. Back to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Arthur. And another miss by Denver.
Very lazy defense there, but luckily they got bailed out by the missed shot. He won't miss many of those opportunities.
Feeds it to Humphries. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, the problem for the Nuggets last season was their defense. They had a hard time forcing their opponents to take bad shots. Active on the defensive end, but not quite enough force.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Humphries. And with the Nuggets, Brent, they could defend at the rim, right at the top in terms of block shots as a team, but that didn't translate into defensive success.
Well, the block shots are one thing, Kevin, but retaining possession after the block shot is really the most important part. So as much as Denver has the defensive presence around the rim, it's still about collecting those blocks and then turning over teams and getting possession for yourself.
Second free throw, no good. Denver leading by 3. Here's Chandler. Missed inside.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Yeah, just at the end there, you could see the shooter tighten up a little bit, losing a little focus, and that's all it takes.
The Nuggets shooting a meager 37% for the game. They set the pick. Nelson, the pass to Chandler. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Lyles kicks to Nelson. Here's Arthur. And again, Denver no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Bellinelli. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Muscala. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Nuggets third.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
One is off.
Well, the Hawks offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and great shooting. They keep their shooters spread all over the floor, and if they can't get layups, those catch and shoot opportunities are something they're great at.
He hits the second from the line. And the catch and shoot jumper, statistically a better shot than pull-up, but Brent, the Hawks make it the foundation of their offense.
Yeah, even when they're driving or they're posting up, you always get the sense that they're looking for the next pass, and then potentially, Kevin, even the pass after that, the hockey assist. So you have to have a collection of good decision makers and guys confident to step up and knock down open shots.
Now here is Humphries. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Here's Babbitt. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Babbitt's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. Dishes to Chandler. Down low. Finds net with the inside leaner. Arthur's got 6 points.
Well, Arthur usually on the outside finds his way inside and then handles himself down low.
Pass to Bellinelli. There's the screen. Here's Babbitt with the three. It's hauled in by Harris. Nuggets shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. That doesn't go either for Chandler.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Can't keep forcing things when you're not in a great rhythm. Move the ball.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Inside, here's Arthur. It's deflected. And Bellinelli kicks to Humphries. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Denver shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Nelson, no one around him. Out to Chandler. And again, Denver, no good.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Harris dishes to Nelson. The tray. Nice shot by Arthur. 9 points in the game so far.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Kicks it to Bellinelli. To the left side wing. Here's Delaney. It's hauled in by Lyle. Lyle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nelson, right side. From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Nuggets lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening period. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Well, I love that they were forceful at their offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
That'll do it for now. Second half coming up. We'll see you after the game.
The lights of downtown Denver shimmering in the background as we welcome you back to the Mile High City and the Pepsi Center. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One of the stories here, Nikola Jokic getting it done today.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
Might also look at the coach and his game plan in terms of trying to find those good looks. They'll be looking to do the same here down the stretch.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Schroeder and Bazemore pair up at the point and off guard spots. Plumlee out there with Prince, and it's Dedmon into the center position. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
But that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You can see the timing there.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
And he's just working and working and working. Tireless.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, as always, the Atlanta Hawks run that fluid offensive system that is widely admired. You know, Steve Kerr, our old friend, used to say they get to the next level of their offense. You take away the first option, they automatically get to the second. You take that one, they automatically and fluidly get to the third option. And very few teams do that. Kevin?
Passing and shooting, DA, that's what it's all about. Thank you. Jokic The Nuggets with another miss.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
That puts them in the lead. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And Brent, you look at Kent Bazemore, undrafted out of Old Dominion. At first, he was known more for his sideline antics as a reserve for the Warriors than anything else.
Well, now he's got other guys on the sideline waving towels, Kevin. He's developed into a very valuable rotation player, and he still plays with a chip on his shoulder, and I think that really helps him. Well, hard not to root for a guy like Kent Bazemore, who just keeps working and improving. A breakout season for him in 2015, 2016, starting most of the games for the Hawks. He showed he could score inside and out.
And that one misses. And you look at Bazemore, great progress on offense, but, you know, Brent, he won that Lefty Driesell Defensive Player of the Year in college basketball.
Yeah, trust me, a lot of coaches pay attention to those kind of awards, knowing that a guy has made it to the league because of their prowess on the defensive end.
And the second free throw, good. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jokic with a screen on Schroeder. Moutier kicks to Fareed. Count that one. Fareed's got it all tied up now for Denver.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 5. Shoots it up. Dedmon kicks to Plumlee. Prince, that's for 2. Connects, the jumper drops. Prince has got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
I know the difficulty degree there high, but he drains it.
Moutier kicks to Millsap. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Millsap's got 9.
Even though Millsap draws the contact there, he does an incredible job forcing that one through the hoop.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Schroeder. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Fareed. Three-pointer, Martin. A putback. And it's put back in by Fareed. Fareed's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a nice tip, and you can't leave him alone on the offensive glass or he'll find a way to get to the ball.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Textbook pick and roll, great execution, and a slick pass from the German point guard.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Down low. And Fareed with the basket on the assist for Moutier. And that's 10 points for Kenneth Fareed.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded the corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Bazemore for 3, traps in the tray. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And really no one trying to run him off that spot, so very calm as he drained that 3.
Jokic a screen, expanding his range. Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got his second bucket of the night.
And Moutier was given all sorts of room there, and he sinks that 3 like it was nothing.
Prince kicks to Dedmon. The feed to Bazemore. Plumlee the pass to Prince. Millsap with the steal. There's the pass to Moutier. Rebound Atlanta. Dedmon's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Bazemore kicks to Prince. And that one good. Prince has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Fareed has it in the corner to the middle. Jokic passes to Fareed. He gets it in there. Fareed's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, when you see a teammate over-rotate, you just swing it around, the perimeter's wide open.
Here's Schroeder. Rebound by the Nuggets. Fareed's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Millsap. Rebound Atlanta.
Too ambitious of him there, guys. He tried to be a one-man wrecking ball instead of looking to kick the ball out for the better shot opportunity.
Got a hand on it. Here's Moutier. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Now here's Bazemore. Martin defending. Plumlee, no luck. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Jokic. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the takeover has begun. This is his game right now, guys.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Here's Moutier. Sinks the three-pointer. Moutier's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Denver.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Schroeder dishes to Plumlee. Prince in the corner. Lets it go from 11. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Millsap. Barton outside. Jokic a screen. Jokic sets the screen for Barton. For a three, Millsap. Headshot off. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
Fareed, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Dedmon kicks it to Bazemore. It's blocked. They get it back. A 3-ball. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Prince. Fast break, the Hawks. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, once you get the ball to Dennis Schroeder in the open floor, it's usually game over for the opposition, like what I saw there.
Denver calls timeout.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Well, take your breather, but then come up with a game plan or a set that produces something high percentage. Let's get back on track.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And there isn't a whole lot of positives that you can take away from his performance from the mid-range game so far. A lot of chances have come up empty for him, but he seems intent on taking jumpers out there. Something's got to give.
Now, here is Nelson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Hawks trail by 5. There's the dish to Humphries. He kicks to Bellinelli. Here's Babbitt. It's hauled in by Lyles.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Offensive rebound. Nelson, the pass to Chandler. Pass to Lyles. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Arthur. Passes to Lyles. There's the pick. Feeds to Arthur. Goes up again. That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Dishes to Humphries. Here's Babbitt with the 3. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And the first one drops. Nice to see Mike Malone back out there on the sideline. He left Sacramento in kind of, Brent, an odd situation to say the least, but he is showing he is a solid coach in the NBA.
You know that saying, Kevin, where things work out as they should? For Mike Malone, I think the Denver Nuggets is exactly where he should be. He did a tremendous job in Sacramento, especially getting through to DeMarcus Cousins, and it was a bit shocking that he was removed from that position. But Denver swiping him up, moving forward, and now they have a coach for their future.
The Hawks trail by 6. To the inside. From the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Arthur's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Arthur, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Denver with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Jokic, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Delaney, guarded by Nelson. Bellinelli for 3. Some solid defense from Harris. Denver leading by 7. On the wing, Harris shoots a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Humphries has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Delaney. Basket counts. He's got 10.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Nuggets shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Nelson outside. Chandler inside the line. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 3 assists tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Bellinelli. He dishes it to Humphries. Delaney, guarded by Nelson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Nelson. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. And here are the Nuggets now. 6-point game. To the inside. Out to Chandler. Pass to Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket.
Boy, he's in rhythm. Everything he's throwing up tonight looks like it's going in, and it generally has.
They set the screen. Bellinelli dishes to Muscala. He feeds it to Babbitt. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by Lyle. Lyle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Wilson Chandler missing from long range.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is Nelson. Jokic a screen for 3. Rebound by Muscala.
Just not his night so far, guys.
Kicks it to Babbitt. Picked by Humphries. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Offline. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Denver on top, leading by 6. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Trying to stoke the fire under his team, Mike Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up, take control, and make things happen.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. The Hawks trail by 6. They've got Kenneth Faried. Will Barton is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Chandler in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And Denver has possession after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Mudiay, and the layup's good off the glass. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 13 assists.
Come to me, come to me.
Schroeder up top, defended by Mudiay. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 6. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Kept alive. And it's sent back by Plumlee. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
I don't even know why he's attempting some of those shots. It's just not smart basketball, and he needs to be more patient and let the offense come to him naturally.
Now here's Mudiay. It's deflected, but he recovers it. The feed to Faried. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
And that's letting the defense off the hook. No excuse for blowing that layup.
Bazemore hits the bucket.
Just an excellent jumper by Bazemore. When he's getting those kind of looks, it really does boost his confidence out on the floor.
Mudiay with the ball. He's guarded by Schroeder. The shot by Chandler, wide open. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the 1st quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the 2nd and making them pay.
They set the pick. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. Just 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. And Denver the other way now. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Chandler kicks to Mudiay. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Millsap. And now a 9-point Nugget lead.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Here's Schroeder, buried from 15 feet out. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Barton kicks to Mudiay. Offline with his 3. The Hawks trail by 7. Rebound by the Hawks. Dedmon's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Now here's Bazemore. Barton defending. The Hawks working the ball around. Millsap with the steal. It's tipped. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Barton passes to Chandler. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Now here's Bazemore. Barton defending. Bazemore dishes to Dedmon. Here's Schroeder. The Hawks again can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 9. Barton kicks to Moutier. Chandler against Prince. Chandler the pass to Millsap and a missed layup.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
First free throw is good. Jokic has checked in for Denver. He hits both from the stripe. And Denver has possession. They lead by 7. Jokic a screen. 3-pointer. Barton. Atlanta with the rebound. And here's Schroeder. The shot comes out. Barton with some nice D. Now the pass to Moutier. There's the dish to Millsap. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Now Moutier. Jokic with a screen on Schroeder. 3-pointer. Again, Millsap missing.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Dedmon dishes to Plumlee. And the shot is good.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Well, they weren't even close enough to foul him there. That's how lax the D was on that play.
Here's Millsap following the bucket by the Hawks. Shoots from the baseline. Another miss by Millsap.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, his confidence really nowhere to be found right now, and he's lost all rhythm in that jumper.
Now here's Bazemore. Here's Prince. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Barton. To the paint. And that one's good. Jokic has got 20.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Brilliant move, feeding him down the stretch. That last one was a dagger.
Schroeder kicks to Prince. A shot, no good.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, I like the thought, but the execution was not there.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Exactly. They get out quickly, executed to perfection.
They set the screen. Plumlee, the pass to Dedmon. Misses in close.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
The only way you're going to challenge him in that situation, you have to attack with more power.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
That's just a poor job by the defense to let the Manimal get the rebound. He's the last guy you want to get free under there.
Hard to believe that Kenneth Faried was taken 22nd in the draft class of 2011. And he's been a solid player ever since he came into the NBA.
Another one of those players, Kevin, you could classify as just because of his size he was overlooked, but his ability to muscle in and really outwork everybody makes up for that lack of size. Not your prototypical power forward, but he can hold his own.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Back to Barton. Goes up at the stripe.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
Nothing discourages Schroeder when he's driving towards the rim. Does not see things in his way, and he has no problem taking hits on the way.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and coming into the NBA, Dennis Schroeder drew comparisons to Rajon Rondo for his frame and his quickness. He's already shown himself to be a better shooter than Rondo, but his defense still has a long way to go.
And the Hawks making a change here. Humphries checked in. Schroeder hits them both. And Brent, you think of the comparison between Rondo and Dennis Schroeder. They both have a certain cockiness to them, don't they?
Yeah, they play with some bravado out there, and that's one of the first things that you notice about Schroeder. Great confidence. He doesn't back down from the challenge that anyone offers up.
Jokic, wide open shot is on the money. Jokic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Schroeder with the ball. He kicks to Dedmon. Down low. And the dunk by Humphries.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Denver leading by 9. Inside, here's Faried. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. 18 points for Kenneth Faried.
That's where Faried gets most of his shots. He's a high percentage shooter from inside the paint.
Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. The shot's good. Now here's Moutier. It's stolen by Schroeder. Now here's Bazemore. Defended by Moutier. Schroeder against Barton. And it's Schroeder missing. Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Outside Millsap. To the paint. The kick out to Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. A shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Bazemore. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And given how athletic Bazemore is, he always does a phenomenal job drawing contact on those kind of shots.
And with the rise of advanced stats, the big movement in the league, we've seen a bit of a backlash from the traditionalists and the scouts. We saw it in baseball. We're seeing it in the NBA. They say you have to watch the game to understand it. You can't boil it down to just numbers. I think what you've always said is they can all work hand in hand.
The numbers are interesting, Kevin, and obviously if there's some way that you can combine what it is that you see and backed up by the statistics, it'd be silly to think that you could get more information and that in some way you can't use it to your advantage.
And so Bazemore nails both of them. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Moutier. Passes it to Barton. To the middle. Here's Fareed. And he banks in the layup. Fareed's got 6 here in this quarter.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Picked by Humphries. Schroeder kicks to Humphries. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists in the game.
Bounced it through for the assist. Nice execution.
Come get it.
Barton outside. Millsap sets the pick for Barton. The 11-footer. Chris Humphries comes up with the rebound. Humphries has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Now here's Moutier, guarded by Schroeder. Martin dishes to Millsap. It's deflected, and it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up.
Shooting for Denver, Paul Millsap. Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Atlanta's shooting at 42% in this final quarter. 1:44 left to play here in the 4th. Jumper off the screen. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
Back to Moutier. Screen by Fareed. Moutier pass to Fareed.
And one thing that Fareed does very well, time and time again, is finding ways to get to the free throw line.
Shooting for Denver, Kevin Fareed. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Schroeder. Sinks the three-pointer. Schroeder's got 11 in the second half.
Nice to see a young player like Schroeder step up, show some confidence, and get a huge basket for his ball club. Energizes the entire team.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. Rebound, Atlanta.
Yeah, unfortunate there, guys. Just a poorly set screen, and he didn't want to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
You want to talk about clutch?
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
They set the screen. The 11-footer. It's in!
Man, once Millsap gets the ball in his hands, everyone in the building knowing he was going to take and make that shot.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, can't let any time off the clock here. Every second critical.
Here's Schroeder. But they recover it. Dedmon. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw it by that putback there. He's just completely locked in. We're getting full contributions from him right now.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the 3 and try to tie this thing up.
They set the pick. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. And here's Schroeder to tie it up. He's off from 3.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And with those makes, he's put the finishing touches on a very good win.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 5. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. A 3 off the inbound. Misses the shot.
Don't forget about the defense there by Moutier. That's exactly the effort you want to see from him.
So the Nuggets win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. It looked like the game was getting away from you. So how big is it that you were able to come back?
You know, we got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. You know, as simple as that. We're just glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.
I know you're going to keep working on it. Thanks again, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
It's amazing how often he was able to slash right through the defense and get to the rim for an easy deuce. Come on, man. They couldn't stop his penetration, Ernie. All those points he racked up from the paint made a big difference.
He had the scorer's mentality tonight. Yeah, I think his coach knew it. His teammates knew it, and the fans even knew it. More than once, they gave him the rock and just simply got out of his way. Obviously, it worked for them tonight.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people here.
The long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.